both gaining on Hindi. They don't have enough time for that, but he is going to get it barely. Hudson.
Try you up on that front row inside. I want to say hi to over 400 Aussies that are here in the grandstands. The folks from New Zealand and Tasmania, welcome. Oh, look how wide they went this time, nose to tail. Jerry Richard took the top side, but Jamie Moyle took the low side. Richard stays up high. Jamie Moyle takes the lead down the back straightaway. We continue on the green. Tim Crawley running fourth. Peter Murphy. Forgive me, Aussie fans, that's Peter Murphy out in front. Tim Crawley down on the inside, racing for second place. Ricky Logan and Tim Crawley, two of the Arkansas boys, running second and third. Down the back straightaway, Tim Crawley side by side, the 1995 ASCS Sprint Car champion. Peter Murphy hangs it on, keeps in front. Watch out for that 7 of Larry Pinninger. Larry was the 95 360 track champion here at Knoxville and the track champion from Des Moines last year. Crawley back on the inside one more time. Can't make the move. Larry Pinninger now moves up into that third spot. Ricky Logan back into fourth, running fifth. Jamie Moyle in the 10 car. A problem on the backside, but they're all right. Peter Murphy continues to stretch out his lead. The race now for third, fourth, and fifth. Jamie Moyle moves up into the fifth spot. Don Trout Jr., the 1BK. He's in the sixth spot, down on the inside. Jamie Moyle again on the inside. Ricky Logan falling back off that early fast pace. Larry Pinninger takes over second. Tim Crawley falls back to the third spot. Jamie Moyle running fourth. Crawley now running third. Larry Pinninger closing in on Peter Murphy. We're going to have a race to the lead. Pinninger goes to the low side. Peter Murphy stays high on the outside. And now a race for third and fourth. Ricky Logan back in fifth. Don Trout is sixth. Larry Pinninger, white flag, one to go. Jamie Moyle moves up into third. They'll be down this time with the checkered flag. They'll be down this time.
To go, J.R. Topper and Todd Wessels will bring them around turns 3 and 4. Going to keep our eyes on Paul McMahon, Randy Anderson, Kevin Gobrick, see what they do from the back of the pack. Todd Wessels gets out into the front, going into turn 1, up on the high side. Look around the outside. That's Randy Anderson. Oh, he got stuck out there and got passed back. He got a great jump. Look at Berryhill down on the bottom of the racetrack. Slides up, can't get the lead. He's made a big move from the outside second row. Now that he goes in there again, tries again, and Todd Wessels is not going to give up. He's not going to be intimidated. Looks like Berryhill gets a good run off the corner. This time he makes it stick as he slides up in front of Wessels and takes the lead. St. Arnold now running in third. Look at the Chrysler-powered car. McMahon down on the inside. Wow, look at that thing run down the back straightaway. He got a great run off of turn number 2 off the bottom of the racetrack. You can see that slick spot, you see where the tire, the rubber is building up, but he stays below that, and down there where the dirt's still just a little bit wet, gets a big run off the corner. down the outside. Randy Anderson running very, very close to the fence. That cushion is moving way up. You can see by feature time there's going to be no room left. Randy Anderson now moves into second, still in the second spot. McMahon trying to put a move on him, can't make that move work. Tim St. Arnold still running in that fourth and final transfer spot as he's gotten around Wessels. Look at this, look at Randy Anderson right up on the cushion. Aaron Berryhill drives it down, tries to slide back up in front. He's running just not a car width off the cushion. Oh, Anderson almost into the front straightaway fence. Paul McMahon's taking it low and slow, and he's going to go by both of them. The short way round seems to be better. Now that he's around, is he going to move up in front of him, trying to use the racetrack up? Looks like he might. Boy, he made that work perfectly. Very, very patient down around the bottom of the racetrack. Kept the car straight while Berryhill and Anderson up there, they're still battling side by side 2 or 3 laps in a row. Berryhill once again down to the bottom. Not enough for him this time to slide up in front, and Anderson's going to take the spot. Randy Anderson really likes to flirt with that fence up there in turn number 2, but when he does it, he seems like he gains a lot of ground. White flag out this time. I don't know whether he's got enough time as McMahon. Oh, that time. Whew, that was pretty close, race fans. Well, Paul McMahon has brought home the Mopar powered car first, and he raced number 5. Randy Anderson crosses the line in second. Aaron Berryhill in third, and Tim St. Arnold takes the 4th and final transfer spot.
Did I hear somebody cheer for Rusty Wallace? Getting set to go one more time. Doug Clark turns off the yellow light. Side by side, Steve Beitler sets the pace as they work toward turn number 4. Your C main getting set to go. We're green. Beitler once again showing him into turn number 2. Here comes Gary Wright knocking on the door. Now takes a look to the bottom side of Beitler down the back chute. Jeff Matrician runs third, side by side into turn number 3. Your race is for the lead. Steve Beitler now showing him down the front chute, right into second, then Jeff Matrician. Randy Nygaard running in that 4th spot, takes a look at Jeff Matrician, now moves into the 3rd spot. The top 2 cars transfer into the B main. Gary Wright on the bubble. Nygaard runs 3rd, then Jeff Matrician, Brian Coelho, and Al Schmidt. They're battling for position in about the 6th and 7th spot. They're side by side, taking a look at Rich Buback now down the back chute, trying to make his way toward the front of the field. They're 3 wide over in turn number 4. Look at him go. Buback to the bottom side. Your leader off turn number 4, the 21 of Steve Beitler, with the wick turned up in that working Hawkeye Tack and Western wearing machine, now headed toward turn number 2. Donnie Gaden now into that 6th spot on the move in the 27G. He works his way underneath the scoreboard, trying to reel him in. Now Buback side by side for position also. Your leader now down the back chute. Halfway from Doug Clark, halfway. It's Beitler, Gary Wright, Randy Nygaard, and Jeff Matrician, the top 2 cars, transferring into the B main. Now off the pace in turn 3 of the 92J, JR Topper. JR Topper bringing his machine into the infield. Your leader off turn number 2, now starting to come into traffic. Keep your eye on Byler. Byler works to the bottom side of the traffic, headed toward turn number 4. Gary Wright still running second. Nygaard is in the 3rd spot. Jeff Patrician running 4th. By Doug Clark waves the white flag one more time around the speedway for Steve Byler. Here comes Gary Wright knocking on the door. If he wants it, he's gonna have to come and get it. Your leader's into turn number 2, Steve Byler. Gary Wright. Here comes Nygaard now at the challenge for the lead. Working into turn number 3, Nygaard. Look at him go 3 wide. The top 3 cars off turn number 4. Your winner, Steve Byler. Holy cow! That was a Jim Dandy.
Very quickly, you're going to see some of the guys like Lance Bevan starting back there in the 4th row. He's going to have to make a move very quickly, and that could create some problems on that first corner.
Well, Kevin Gobrecht came here last year for his first time driving for an injured Jack Hotshield, and now he's on the front row of the B main in the Apple car out of Pennsylvania. Terry McCarl sitting alongside of him, ready to go 12 laps. Don Trout Jr. down on the inside takes over second quickly. Kevin Gobrecht takes the lead. Terry McCarl running 3rd, Ed Lynch Jr. 4th. McCarl's on the move now running 2nd. Don Trout up high on the outside. Ed Lynch Jr. right up against the fence. He comes off all right. Kevin Gobrecht, Terry McCarl, and Don Trout Jr. fighting for second place. And what a scramble back in the field. The 18 Rick Zeal hanging in there, running in a good, clean 4th place. Ed Lynch is 5th. Kevin Gobrecht has that lead, and he's not going to let it up the race now for 2nd and 3rd. Keep in mind, only 2 cars go to the A main event. Only 2 cars. Don Trout now running 3rd. Rick Zeal is 4th. Ed Lynch is 5th. Lance Blevins running 6th. Up on the inside, the young lady, Sarah Fisher, now running 7th. Doing a great job in a 22-car field. Gobrecht is the leader. California's Kevin Pilot now running in the 8th spot. As Gobrecht continues the lead, he'll be catching lap traffic. 16L Leonard Lee pulling back to the inside. Leonard Lee in a 16L pulls off the track. Halfway point, 6 down, 6 to go. That's still the race for 2nd as Don Trout Jr. moves up on Terry McCarl. Gobrecht out by himself, a 3-car race for 4th. Ed Lynch, Lance Blevins against the wall. Lynch way down low. Blevins around the outside. Another 18-year-old has no fear. And now the 3 leaders getting close together. Kevin Gobrecht, McCarl on the inside. Terry McCarl. McCarl takes the lead. Gobrecht back on the inside. Don Trout Jr. up on the outside, getting staggered on the backside. Trout up against the fence. He's all right, but Terry McCarl has the lead. Don Trout now having to work on Kevin Gobrecht, the racer 2nd and 3rd. 2 transfer spots. Lance Blevins has moved up to 4th, but not enough laps to catch them leaders. The race for 2nd, 3rd, 4th as McCarl stretches out the lead down the back straightaway. Don Trout, Kevin Gobrecht. White flag, 1 to go. 1 to go. The racer second. Don Trout on the inside. Gobrecht on the outside. The 12 of Kevin Gobrecht hangs on a second. Lance Blevins is closed up, but he's 1 lap too late. Going to be down with a checkered flag.